In this life, there are no guarantees except for growth, and it's a long adventure, and many times you may go astray and not even reach the goals, but it's the very search of your goals that is often what helps you grow. My goal was always to be a working actor. I never had an intention to teach. Somehow I was led into teaching. Had I not had those decades of being a working actor, then I would not have the skill set as a teacher to assist people going through it, because I would not have been in the trenches myself. We've always been moving every day unto the unknown and the uncharted. Now it's just more obvious because everyone's going through this loss of control. And control is the major addiction of our times. So if it's the major addiction of our times, everyone's having to go cold turkey. Right now, there's no maps, no guides, and perhaps you're feeling lost, but this is the best way to grow, because insecurity and getting lost and facing danger and accepting the challenges of the unknown is the only way to grow. Whether it's the embryo and the seed, oh my God, half of me is growing upwards and half of me is going downwards, or it's the chrysalis inside a cocoon, not quite a butterfly, not quite a caterpillar, or even the chicken and the egg. We are currently in a transitional state. And stealing moments from the future through worry leaves less of the moment for you to be existing in. And stealing moments from the past is just borrowing pain. If you can just stay in your own lane and experience the moment, it becomes a practicable skill. A practicable skill to be in the moment is incredibly helpful for the actor, because what do we have but the moment? Have you noticed that controlled people always appear really nervous? It's because their turmoil is hidden. If you can be surrendered and flowing and alive, you're not going to appear nervous. So do you want to remain rigid or alive? Part of what drew me to acting in the first place was the controlled chaos. I loved knowing that at the end of any scene, I would still be alive, even though within the scene, the stakes were life or death. Now, don't be a loving controller. The opposite of control is letting go, or one of my favorite words, surrendering. And letting go demands a fearlessness. It's a practice. And remember, it's fearlessness. It's less fear. It's not without fear. It's fearless, less fear. If you can embrace the unknown enthusiastically, and I like enthusiasm as a word because enthusiasm comes from the root en, meaning with, Theos, God, with God. We work with opposites. We work with paradox, not binary. I think the reason non-binary individuals are so challenging to society right now is, how do you control things that aren't within the binary good, bad, black, white, rich, poor, good, bad? You know, truth is radical and personal and developed through realization and listening to that inner voice. This is why truth is subjective. My truth and your truth may be different, and both may be true. You know, if you can live with and respect someone's choice to change their gender, even if you can't understand it, then you're in the flow. If you can respect your character's choice to kill in order to feed their family, then you can play Walter White in Breaking Bad with the full moral authority of a Bryan Cranston. Right now, the world is freaking out because we're moving out of the binary system and into a place where things aren't good, bad, but we're in a place of nuance. Within nuance lies discernment, and discernment is harder to control people with. If you have discernment, you're able to choose for yourself, and that is dangerous to those in power. Even our world of journalism is caught in the binary right now. And acting in the 21st century is all about nuance. If you don't believe me, watch the melodramas of the last century, the 40s, 50s, and 60s, where characters were 100% good or 100% bad. The movies now seem laughable. So as an actor, what I'm encouraging you to do is to embrace this moment fully, to let go of the ideas of the past, and to move into this time with the courage and enthusiasm that is called for. Good luck.